Hello, hello, hello. Happy Valentine's Day to everybody. Hope you're having a wonderful day. Good afternoon, Miss Cindy. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Lisa Mingus may or may not be joining me. I'm not sure, but you never can tell. What we're going to be doing today is I've been working on some of these envelopes, and I want to get them done up to where I can get some of them posted out for Random Acts of Kindness Day, which is Monday. Oh, they won't go into the post until probably Tuesday or Wednesday, but I'll have them ready for Monday where y'all can help me stuff them and put things into them to send out. So let's get ourselves going here and get some paint on this palette. Get some paint down here. Let me turn on another light. It's a little dark in here today. There we go. How's your afternoon going, Cindy? Got my little brayer out today because I thought it'd work better than the big one did last time we did this. So we will use it and see how we do. I did clean my plate after our last painting of the envelopes. I cleaned it really good and got it really happy and whatnot. So we'll see how it does today. Hello, Julie. Hello, hello. Happy Valentine's Day to you. Hope you're having a wonderful day. Hello, Doretha. Happy Valentine's Day to you. Cindy, you're not feeling well? I'm sorry. Been sorting ephemera. I need to do the same thing. I miss Cindy. Sure do. But today is painting on envelope day. How are you doing, Doretha? You doing good? Haven't seen you in a while. Probably busy doing your own lives, aren't you? Let's see if I can get some of this. I don't know what it is with the sides, but I always find at the end when I think I'm done that these sides are not quite done. And I put them through paint and everything. I still don't. See, I put that through that paint and it's still coming up white. Ugh. I think what I'm going to have to do is after I'm done, I'm going to have to get a paintbrush with some acrylics on it and just. Ugh, see the sinus infection? That's sad. I'm sorry to hear that. Yuck. Let that dry a little bit. No, I don't want red. I want a different color. Let's do some yellow with that, I think. I am going to leave the blue on there. Let me see if there's any more on this brayer. A little bit, not much. Picked up a little bit of it. Let me see if I can get anything down on this edge here. No, not really. Okay, I'm going to let it face down. Go over these edges with the brayer and see if there's anything left on the brayer that could come up. We didn't even get any even nibble from the back to have. Nope. Didn't get too much, but that's okay. Let's go up with a different color. Now, I will not do the deep clean after this one like I did last week. I will more than likely just, oh, I'm sorry, Doretha. I'm hoping everything's going well now and that you're not having to be so upset. Lord's got it, girl. You and me both know that. The Lord's got it. Let's try some of this ultra deep blue. Let's see what that will look like with this little pale blue we got going. Just going to add a little bit here. Just add a little bit to this blue. I didn't want to put too much out because what I'm trying to do is get the edges mainly. Because I know I can do a big swoosh on this and get this totally covered. That, dang it. It did it again right where that crease is. There we go. Still have a little bit of it. You'll see where that crease is. I still have a bunch of white, which is quite irritating me. But if I have to, I will go in with a brush or spongy and just sponge it down. That's what I have to do. I'd rather just get it all done, but I'm trying to be realistic here. Let's see. Go ahead and roll this down. And just turn it over because I don't want to stop picking up anything. So I'll roll it over and I'll clean this burr off on the back here. There's not much left on the burr, but that's okay. And we did get a little bit on the blue on the side, so that's cool. That works. Go to some of this royal fuchsia. Burr to the edges. Yeah, I've been burring to the edges, but I'm doing now. I'll do them when I turn them around and try to get them there. I'll burr them off. This paint is drying quick, and it's not even funny how quick it's dry. But I have that shaving fan on in here, and that's why it's drying so quick. I might have to go turn that off. But I guess this room gets hot. The room I'm in gets hot pretty quickly. Get some of this there. Not bad. Get that there. Drop this in here. Just a little bit. I'm really not worried about where it's going to come down at because it's going to cover it up. I'm really not upset about the inside of this not being painted all that well. The outside, yes, I want it painted well. So I'm going to come over here and I'm going to stab this down. Yes, I heard from Lisa Julia. She's doing fine. She was working on her freezer, defrosting it and whatnot. She said she'd try to join us, and if she can, I think she's going to try for next week. She's doing okay. Girl, I don't got the reason I didn't join Cindy is that I don't think I have a lot of green. Now, if it were blue, pink, purple, I could come up with a lot of stuff, but I don't have a lot of green. So that's why I hadn't signed up. See, that's better. Still need to get some stuff off the edge, and I'm going to lay it down here and see if I can't just smear it down a little bit more. That's better. That's a lot better. I'm going to turn it around here. Pick up what I need to there. A little line of it. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to lay this whole thing down like this. No, I'm not. Changed my mind. Okay, I didn't realize how much paint I still had on this brush, so I'm going to get some of it borrowed off. Oh, I can make some green things on the palette. Well, this is true. But you know what? I'll be honest with you, Cindy. I have one green. Actually, I have two. That was a lie. I have this sour apple, and I have this citron green. Those are the only two greens I've got. I do not have a forest green. I don't have a whatever. I don't have any. Very little green. That's the only two I've got in acrylics. Or I could be doing some painting. I need to order some more paint, so it needs to go on my list of stuff to pick up. Booger. Well, it's picking it up good. I want to see if I can get a little more pink on this edge here and break up some of that other color. All right, that did pick up some of the pink there in that purple, and that's kind of wanted to a little bit extra there. You're making ATCs? I have a bunch of ATCs made. I have a bunch of them made. I went on an ATC making challenge. Not a challenge, but I made in bulk. Be honest. I started making them. There was a challenge that needed one, and I did them in bulk. Just cut them out of did a master board and just cut them out of there. I have to get painting on that. Same thing. Let's see. Let's go with some yellow. Ooh, this is almost empty. Yep, I'm going to have to make a list of paints because I like my yellows. Don't like scrunchies though. There we go. Since I can't be on Beth's channel hardly ever because of, I have a husband and he needs my time, I haven't done much because of that. And I'm really sad that I can't because I miss being on there. But I had to make my priorities. I had to have some priorities. And so it's something I had to give up for, for putting my husband in our time together first. I had to do that. That edge done. On that edge. Okay, that's better. Just slap this down. Before I slap, I'm going to put some more paint on here. It is, you can tell that it's drying really quickly because it's grunging up. Hi, Miss Lisa, are you joining me? Let's see if it made anything exciting. Put a little more paint on it, not much. Let me put that over there and let it dry. Some orange. You're on your way. Okay, Lisa. Down there. We're good look. Not bad. Looks a little looking scrunchy. Have to watch my colors. I do not want them to go brown, so I'm gonna go with something lighter this next time around. Got a little bit of this orange on the other side. There we go. Kind of gets those white spots taken care of. There we go. That does that. I'm going to run this brayer, put this down here, run the brayer over this. Hopefully pick up some more of that. There we go. This one's looking, it's got a little more white to it. I think needs a couple more rounds. Let's see.
You see me?
I can see you.
And you can hear me?
I can hear you.
Awesome.
Yep. How you doing, girl?
Oh, I'm doing well. Glad to get that silly freezer defrosted. We had wanted to get it done before the surgery, but it didn't happen because I kept filling it up. And
Yeah.
so, yeah, we usually try to wait till it's really cold. That
Yeah.
way, if we can set the stuff out in tubs instead of having to put it all in coolers and on ice. But it doesn't take us long anymore. We got it down to a fine art between the
Yeah.
dryer, the hair dryer, and the teapot. We can
Yeah.
get through pretty quick. So you're gel printing, and you said you were going to work on envelopes.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Well, I have some envelopes that I'm going to do. I've got a couple other things I need to do before that, but I've got the neatest mark making tools for today.
What did you bring with you?
These are the hinges out of my old brace that I
Coolness.
wore out. And I
Hey.
thought I'd make some marks with those because I still have some pages in my healing journal, but I have two of them.
Yeah.
And then I have these that come out of my husband's printer that had been
That
sitting on
looks
his
fun.
workbench. And I did do some print with these in my new journal.
Yeah.
And it actually come out kind of cool. So originally it was doubled, but he said when he got to taking it apart, it was something holding them, and he said that piece broke. So I can't complain. I really can't.
Oh, yeah. When you get things to play with, there's no reason to complain about it. You'd have been
No,
proud of me, Lisa, last week.
what did you
When was
do?
it? I had this plate looking like a nightmare. And
No,
it's going to look
you
the
did.
same today.
Well, good. I'm glad you're venturing out into areas that you would not have done otherwise. I think it's cool.
Yeah.
I
I
really
told him,
go
I
ahead.
told him you'd be proud of me.
Yeah, I'm always proud of you when you do things that are outside your comfort zone. It I think it's very liberating to try something and say, "Oh, that wasn't so bad."
Yeah.
I'm gonna learn to do some. I love learning to do things that I don't know how to do, or
Yeah.
at least explore,
Mm.
some options that I hadn't thought of before. And
Yeah.
I did not condition my plate because I put it up clean
Oh,
and conditioned, but I may regret it that I
I had to
didn't.
clean it, condition it. I had to do the whole thing after the last time I did this. It was so scrunchy. It wasn't even funny how scrunchy it was.
Yeah, I don't. It doesn't bother me if it gets a little bit grungy, but I'd like it to pick up nice. My therapist, the last day that she was with me, she says, "Now I have to see the journal. I have to see what you've done with your journal." And I let her look through it, and she said, "I just love it." She said, "I've been telling my husband." I said, "So when are you going to start making them?" She said, "I don't know. I just don't know if I can do it." I said, "You can." I said, "You can come over here and we'll work on something together." And she said, "Are you kidding me?" I said, "No, really, I would." I
It's fun.
I
You
am
have other people to
thinking
work with.
about
It
having
makes
a
it more
group of
fun.
people. I'm thinking about having like my daughter and some of her friends to come and doing like a play date
That'd be fun.
and just letting them, do what they want to do, but getting them started with making a journal and see if they like it, and if they do, would they recommend it, for a class? Because
Yeah.
I've been thinking about talking to the library because they do have some craft stuff that goes on at the library, and
Yeah.
I'm thinking that I can make it. I hope that I can maybe somehow incorporate. maybe doing a class there with some of the
Yeah.
other activities that they have, because they have craft ladies that do washi tape and other stuff. So I feel
Yeah.
like, that being said, that maybe, just maybe,
Maybe
I
they
could
be
get,
offering some more stuff.
yeah, exactly.
Go. That's better.
I'm just grabbing papers that don't have anything on the backside, so I don't know what they're going to turn out to look like. Hi, Dorothea. Welcome, welcome. And I see Julie's here and Cindy. What else we got here? Yeah. Y'all be sure to hit that thumbs up for Michelle. We definitely
I
want to
never
help
think
her
about it.
out.
I'm just like,
It's hard to remember. You have to kind of get in the practice of doing it right at the beginning, I feel like. Because
yeah.
if you don't, then you forget. At least I do. That's what happens to me. I forget. And I don't know why I started with pink. It's not like it's my favorite color.
Nah.
I'm not really opposed to pink though.
I, I like pink with purple.
Yes, I do like pink with purple.
Purple and pink just seem to go together for me. Let me kind of purple this out here. Some of this. Okay, Julie. Get some of that there. Took care of that little problem. Mm.
Julie says she'll be back.
Yep.
My husband's like, "Are you coming back?" No, not right now. I'm resting.
You're
On craft
resting.
and resting.
Did he
Yeah,
buy that?
I told him I'd see him in about 30 minutes.
Yeah.
We're going to walk, and we've got some stuff that needs to go to Goodwill that has been sitting in the garage now for almost a week. So
Yeah.
he's wanting to get out of his space, because I'm sure he's wanting to clean up the car we took to Florida, because it is dirty, dirty.
Yeah.
We were hitting Texas sized bugs coming
Uh-huh.
back.
Yeah.
It was, yeah, oh yeah, they were Texas sized bugs. It was kind of funny. My desk is such a mess. I'm embarrassed.
I'm not even going to go there with you.
Well, I really need to get things cleaned up, but I get up here and I'd rather play than clean. But I've been making myself do about 15 minutes a day of putting things up, because
Yeah.
things got kind of out of sorts while I wasn't coming up here all the time.
Yeah.
It wasn't like anybody was in the room, but it still, got kind of messy, or it feels messy. That's my problem. It feels messy. So I
It
got
feels
to,
messy. I think that's why I love doing the envelopes, but they feel messy. They're messy. They feel messy for me.
yeah.
Get them off this. If I have this acrylic that I put my plate on, and if
Yes.
I don't wipe stuff down as it gets on, it becomes a permanent fixture on the acrylic.
Oh, it's hard to get it off. I've got dribbles. When I get a new 8x10 plate, I'm not going to let it build up on there. I
Oh,
think,
this is like a 24-inch square.
yes.
So
If
it's
you
got It's got dots and globs and stuff all over it.
It doesn't take much to mess one up, that's for sure.
Well, I figured, if it's got paint on it, it's okay. That's what it's supposed to be doing anyway. So I'm not sweating it too bad. Let's see.
I'm going to try to roll this through these dots and see what I get.
See if I can get the ends of this.
This is like using a rolling pin. This is actually pretty easy.
Well, that's good. I need to just let's see what we got here.
He wants to help me take that stuff to Goodwill, but we can't both be gone today. We got a computer being delivered, and we have to sign for it.
Yeah.
And if we're not here, they will definitely roll on past us. They won't even stop.
Yeah.
Don't care, if we.
Hi, Miss Steph. How you doing, girl?
Hi, Steph. I actually got sale flyers when I was in Florida. Bill
Yeah.
said, "What are you gonna do with those?" I said, "Print on them. It's free paper. Why
Yeah.
not?" That's okay. That's a little grungy.
Yeah.
I think that may come out interesting.
Yeah. It could.
That's
I don't
not.
want too much of this.
I'm not unhappy with that at all.
That's good.
This is, Happy Valentine's Day to everybody. I did not say that. I hope that you're having a good day. I saw Lee Creates did the cutest Valentine journal. She made it out of cardboard. She made a heart out of cardboard for the front, and it turned out gorgeous. If you haven't seen it, you should try to get a chance to look at it because
See if I can
really it was nice.
side to break it up a little bit. So I'll just kind of give it some grind club.
Raisin toast and coffee. Oh, my mother-in-law would be happy at your house.
Yeah.
That's the way she started her day, with some raisin toast and coffee. When we were in Florida, the restaurant that we stopped to eat breakfast at had raisin toast, and it looked so good. And we both started thinking about his mom and how much she would have liked that little place.
Yeah.
It was called Mom's. It was standing room only. I mean, there were people everywhere waiting for tables, and you could tell that a lot of them were local because this one group started crowding up around the counter, the checkout counter, where people were coming up to pay, and where the lady who owned the place was, supervising everything. She talked to them like children. She said, "Now, you can't stand here. Need to go over there. You got to get out of the way or go back to your car, and I'll call you. I'll come to the door and I'll call you." Said, you can't do that. It made me laugh. I couldn't help it.
I don't know what I'm going to do now. Kiss this with this white.
You're snuggling with your Dotson and fighting a nap. Well, my daughter is in Florida, and a friend of ours was going to keep her little dog, and she has recently got a new dog, and Luna was so jealous that we had to go get her. We had to go pick her up, and I had to find somebody to sit with her at her house. She was so jealous that dog was there because she's used to being the queen bee. Oh, Michelle, look at this.
That's nice.
That is nice. Now,
That's real nice.
That turned
They're
out
pretty
very good.
good.
Let's drop this on again and see what we can.
Yeah.
That turned out very nice. I put a little bit more paint on it, and I put it all the way across, so that definitely worked. Hmm. I don't know what I'll be using vodka advertisements for, but it happened to be on the grocery flyer. I'm not used to getting alcohol sales. In North Carolina, you can only buy stuff like that in a state store. Yeah, that did turn out nice. The pieces
Yeah.
that I'm using on that, Goldie or Steph, is what came off of my husband's printer. It was the rollers. He wanted to see why it failed. And he was disassembling it, and I happened to see him. He said, "Lord," he said, "you're gonna save everything. If I come up to your room, am I gonna see a mess? Are you saving everything?" And I'm thinking, I'm gonna be
Oh,
in
he's
the
coming to
doghouse.
investigate.
Yeah, I could easily end up in the doghouse here.
Okay. Let's see.
Yeah, it does work nice on the gel plate. It's like rolling a rolling pin almost. And I played with it just a little bit, but this is the first time I've actually got paint out to
Little
do
too
it.
much. Let's have some more. A little too much pink on here. We're going for darker now. Turquoise. Darker.
It really is making it look very feathery.
Yeah, it does. It's
With the
really
thicker
cool.
paint, it's definitely feathering it out nice.
Uh-huh.
So if you have, a printer that has died, just know that there may be some parts in there that could
Maybe
be used for art supplies and tools. Not that we would have thought about that, but I look for opportunities wherever I can for things that don't cost money
this is
or do
true.
not cost extra money. Because I tell you, it can add up.
Quick.
Cindy's running around gathering some stuff. My mom just dropped off some jewelry she picked up for me in Russellville.
Here we go.
I do like this.
Good. Over there for a bit.
This is just some deli paper that was sitting beside me that needed more stuff on it.
Okay,
And then I'll grab envelopes.
give a little kiss over here. There we go. Okay, that is good on that side. That's good on that side. This one is, I'm calling it done. That side's good. This side needs help. Is deli paper the same as parchment paper or wax paper?
It is similar. It comes in a box. It's very inexpensive to order from Amazon. It might be $6 for a box of. Oh goodness. It's like commercial, like something they would sell to a restaurant, but it lasts forever. It does last a long time. I mean, I've been using it for probably 2 years and have not used it all. But it tears nice. You can lay it over if you're doing like a collage and you lay it over. It's kind of like the tissue paper in that it kind of, the borders that don't have paint on it kind of just disappear. They don't really stand out a whole lot. You can see colors through them. So it works out good. Hey, Teresa, how are you today?
Hey, Miss Teresa. I didn't see you. You snuck in on me. Snuck in on me. Oh.
Scrap papers.
Hmm.
So what have you been crafting on other than your gel? Have you done anything other than doing gel prints lately?
I've done some regular gel prints. I did a bunch on for another project for Valentine's Day. And so I used all those, the reds and the purples and the creams and all that. So I did a lot of those. I think I did that a week or last week sometime. I can't remember. These plays are just kind of running together. I don't know what I've done.
I understand. I
It
don't.
just
Sometimes I have to think about what I did yesterday.
I
But
see. I wasn't good. I wasn't going to tell on myself about that, but yeah, I understand
ooh,
thoroughly.
look at what was left on the plate. That's kind of
How
cool.
pretty. That's
Yeah,
okay.
I
That's
like
good.
that. It's got an address on it, but that's okay.
Cover that bad boy up. It ain't hurting nothing.
Nope, it was a usable envelope.
Sure.
I imagine if I put some paint down on this, I could lift more up. Let me grab a big bottle of paint.
All right.
I'm using the baby bottles over here.
It is time for me to do a cleanup. I can handle no more. Well, if you look at it, come on, Lisa. I've done a good job. I let it lay here and be grungy.
I'm not gonna fuss at you.
I mean, I've done good.
You're doing better about it because I mean sometimes it just gives you unexpected stuff. That's the benefit of
But
leaving it.
what it is for me is I need to turn this dang fan off so my quilts aren't drying as bad.
Yeah, I didn't know how fast stuff would dry today because it's not warm, but we've got
Lisa, are
moisture in
you
the
able to
air.
move your camera more towards you a bit? They're having a problem seeing what you're doing.
Oh, I'm sorry. Let's see if we can adjust. Y'all need to just holler at me when that happens.
That's better. It's a lot better,
Okay.
Lisa.
All right. Because I try to keep the YouTube up so I can see the chat. And
Yeah.
so I may miss seeing that I've got my plate down too low. Thank you,
You're
Julie.
you're laying there being grungy, Teresa. Oh no, I'm gonna fill up my black again. Oh well. Let's get this bread off this plate. Bread off the plate.
We just sound like little squeakers if we're not talking.
Yeah, I know.
Squeaky, squeaky, squeaky.
This here. There.
Does anybody do anything special for Valentine's Day? Do y'all do anything special, Michelle?
No, it's gonna be another day. I'll probably have a TV dinner for dinner.
Yeah, well, I had said something about making a roast today, but when he decided we were going to clean out the freezer, I decided we weren't having a roast.
Yeah,
So he had gotten some hamburger buns. He said, "Take those upstairs," and I figured that meant he wanted hamburgers. And he, when I
yeah,
took him about, he started grinning. I said, "Okay, bacon burgers for tonight, because that's something he loves. It'll make
yeah,
him happy." But we got races to watch later on, so there's no need to have a lot of mess to clean up in the kitchen,
yeah.
and I'm good with that.
Ugh. Put way too much black ink on this plate to clean it with. It's gonna have to dry forever.
I dumped too much white on this, but I'm just lifting it off with anything I find in my little folder I've got going over here.
Cindy's making tacos tonight.
Oh, tacos sound yummy. And I've been craving lasagna. I think I'm going to make the hamburgers tonight, lasagna tomorrow night, and then Sunday is going to be the roast day. Because I think that'll fit really good with what I feel like doing. I try to switch it up so I'm not doing the same thing all the time. I get tired of eating the same thing. I like variety. And Bill's like, give me some beef and potatoes or beef and biscuits, and I'm good. That's helping these prints, bringing it, giving them a
They're
little more
pretty
depth.
good. That ain't bad. Lasagna soup. I've never even heard of it,
Oh,
Cindy.
I've made lasagna soup using I've got a recipe that calls for the hamburger helper lasagna, and you add a can of diced tomatoes and some Italian green beans and a can of corn. And it's so easy, and the seasoning just really fits well.
I take 2 or
And
3
it doesn't,
bowls.
it's not a long cooking soup either.
Let it sit there longer.
I did get the oven. I normally do not get the oven noodles, but Zoe had said, "Mom, these gluten-free lasagna noodles are pretty good. You should try them." So we've got a pack down there, and I said, "Okay, well we'll do that. We'll try them."
Well, here's this pull off of the not necessity of nastiness.
Yes.
I'll let that dry. I put way too much paint on it, and it just pulled. It's trying to pull paper and everything. She'll let it sit there longer.
Maybe.
Maybe.
If it pulled your paper, that's probably what it needed. It needed to sit a little longer.
Yeah. Then it left a lot on the plate still in the center. That's where everything was in the center. I must not have rubbed there or there. You have this mat here. Let's see if we can scrunch some of this off here.
I think I'm gonna make some of this paper with this. I'm gonna take some of the papers that I make with this brace piece, and I'm gonna make my physical therapist. I'm gonna make her a journal and call her or send her a message and say, "Hey, you need to come by my house. I got something for you." And that way, when she's out my way, she can just swing by and scoop it up. But she just loved it, and she is a trainer, and every time she come by with somebody, she would want them to see my journals.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't. Well, because we're hungry people, we talk about food because we're hungry. And no, but food is something that you can talk about in a universal setting because we all come from different walks in life, and it's very interesting to see what we eat. I mean, I love learning how other people eat, what they eat, and how they eat it because since I've done some international travel, I'm very aware of how different it is, from one culture to the next, what you eat. I could eat I will try almost anything. I can't there's some things I can't have. I can't have anything that's been in contact with shellfish. When we were in Florida, we went into a place that was, had really, really good seafood, but I mean, like I said, I couldn't know that I would be safe eating it because you don't know if it's just iffy. I mean, I carry an EpiPen, but still, it's
Yeah.
it's
Too
not a
iffy.
chance I want to take. That I'm gonna asphyxiate myself. Trying to enjoy some fish, but I can have freshwater fish, um, and I don't have a problem with. I can eat salmon, but I just can't have oysters or clams anymore.
Oh, how
And
sad.
yeah, I know. I know, and I do love it. Yeah, southern style fish is probably not the healthiest thing that you'll pick up because it's fried. But I have up until I was an adult, I'd never had fish that wasn't fried. I mean, I thought that's how you cooked it. I don't.
Hmm.
I'm not. You know, very keen on putting fish in the oven because I'm the only one in the house that eats it. First off, so I mean, if I'm gonna eat fish, it comes out of a bag or it's frozen, and that's just the way I do it. That's what works.
I like that.
It's
I
kind
like
of
the
weird.
look of it just like it is.
It's kind of weird, isn't it? I feel like I
Yeah,
should
it's
put some red
interesting.
on it.
Why don't you?
Yeah, I think I will. I think I'm gonna run my little wheels through some red. It's definitely got a lot of texture because it's sealed up.
Yeah.
The white did. It's drying fast though, so I'll probably have to pick it up with something. Hmm. I'll be glad when I get my room back in order. It's it's such a mess right now. Whew.
Yeah.
But I've not spent a whole lot of time up here. I will come up and down the steps about 3 times during the day at least, just trying to get that strength back because it's easy to come up them, but it's hard to go down. It really stretches those muscles in my knee that are still trying to heal. It's not that painful. It's just it's a stretch.
Hmm.
Does fish cook well? Ooh, I have not had catfish in a very long time. Catfish sounds nice. One of the prompts in the scavenger hunt is to use a windowed envelope. So maybe I can get something on this one that'll be sufficient for that.
All right, ladies, here's the one I had to use white on it to get everything off.
I'm okay with that.
I'm okay with that too, Lisa. That looks good.
And I'm going to see if I can get that off the window while it's still damp.
I'll let this dry a little bit. I'm going to check these out and see where we're at with them. Some of them may be finished, and I just haven't given up on them yet. Let's see.
Michelle, did you see the recent video that Darcy did where she took the windowed envelopes and made pockets out of them?
No, I haven't.
She doubled up. She used two envelopes in turned different ways, and they had turned out really, really cute.
These women, some of these women, Lisa, I'm telling you,
Well, they're constantly coming up with
new
ideas
new
and
ways of doing
things.
things.
And I saw somebody else. I've been trying to watch some people that I don't normally watch.
Yeah.
And I've found a couple of new people that are interesting. And one of them had a really cute border project. And I am
Yeah.
going to do a video on it because I really feel like it was a very good, solid idea. And that's a bag that I'd already put color on before.
That's
It's
nice.
just a piece of a grocery bag from where I was making that little houses out of the
Yeah.
Christmas Christmas bags from Trader Joe's.
Yeah.
I know that's what it is because it's got the snow on the back.
Let's see what we got here. Let's still got. Well,
They
this
brought
really
some
is
gold
kind of
over here.
more.
This looks like it might want some
A
gold.
lot of them here. So this one needs help. That one still needs help. This needs help.
The salmon sounds so good. Y'all are gonna make me want salmon instead of.
Ooh, that sounds good.
Now, growing up, we never had fresh salmon. I thought salmon always came in a can, and it would come with It would come in a can. It would be pretty much, just a chopped up. It would still have like bones in it, actually.
Yeah.
And I did not know that, what it looked like in its true form. I had no idea, no clue. But my mom made salmon cakes, and she would put, salt and pepper. Sometimes she would use cornmeal, and she would just make them into little patties like hamburgers and fry them. And that's the way we learned to eat it. And I don't remember what she would serve with it, but it probably was something. It wasn't rice. Um, I just don't remember what she served with it. I don't know why I can't remember that, but it was probably some kind of green. If I had to guess, I'm thinking something's telling me it was probably turnip greens because that woman loves some greens. Uh, she just always, had greens or hardy type things. We may have even had it with pinto beans, but usually that was just if you got pinto beans, you were lucky if you got any meat with that. The meat that you get would be the ham hock or the ham bits that she had saved from another meal. Oh, that did not come out like I had expected. Look at that.
Cool.
Look what it left on the plate. Isn't that
That's
neat?
interesting. I picked that up, Lisa.
I won't pick it up. It's not what I expected it to look like, though. That's for sure.
Who is that? Who is that, Cindy?
Okay, let's see. Yes, salmon croquettes. Yes, we didn't call them croquettes though. We called them just salmon patties. But it's very similar. And yeah, potatoes. We may have had potatoes with it, but we didn't eat as many potatoes as we did green stuff and beans. We ate all kinds of beans, every color. Oh, that turned out pretty picking it up on that orange paper.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can roll with that.
Yeah.
I can
Oh,
roll
look
with
what's
that.
coming off your prayer.
I had some of these envelopes that we had worked on before that weren't quite what I wanted them to be, so this is giving them another chance to shine.
Well, I have gotten all mine done except for 2 or 3. Well, that one's not done yet. I thought it was, but it ain't. I saw the bottom. You think when you look at the bottom of them or the sides of them, you go, "Oh no." I have 2 that are not done, which I thought were, but they're not. I looked at the backs and the bottom of them. I'm like, nope, can still read the writing on the bottom. They're not done yet.
I have had them come through a lot of different runs through, and it's like, how could there still be something that's not covered? But envelopes are fun to do. I really enjoy doing envelopes. And the windows have created a pattern. And I'm using just this is indigo, the indigo blue
Yeah.
from Dalla Roney. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right.
What is this color here?
Oh, Cindy, beans and taters. We always have beans and taters.
That's right.
Both of my
You just can't
parents
have you
grew
can't
up
have
with,
taters with beans without taters. It's just
yeah. We would
something they go together.
have sometimes we would have the beans with potatoes, but like I said, we would have if I come home and I could smell if my mom was cooking pinto beans, I would smell it before I even got really close to the house. And my mouth would start watering because I
Yep.
knew I loved pinto beans. I loved them.
Mm-hmm.
And when she would make them, it made me real happy. So silly other thing, but you remember those things.
Okay.
All right.
All right. I'm happier now. I got that plate clean. I'm happier now. My plate is clean. As clean as it's gonna get anyway. Oh, girlfriend, what time is your husband wanting you back with him?
Oh, well, we're gonna go walk around 3.
Okay.
But
It's about
and
3
you're
till.
done, so that's perfectly fine because I told him I'd walk. We walked yesterday. We took our whole walk, and by the time we got to the very top or the bottom of our hill,
Yeah.
I was done. But that's the first
You,
time I've walked a mile.
oh goodness,
I,
that was a little too much.
well, I had been walking started out walking a quarter mile and went up to a half, and then I went straight to a full. But I did a lot of walking while we were in Florida.
Yeah.
I was getting 7,000 steps in. I did not walk down on the beach, which I would have liked to have done, but it really just seemed like it was an unnecessary risk because
Yeah.
she told me if I went down on the beach that I couldn't go by myself, first off, and that I'd need to carry my cane.
Yeah.
And they drive up on the beach down there, and there were people everywhere. And I thought, you know what? I'm not going down there and risk busting my butt in front of a whole bunch of people.
Yeah.
And I decided that it was probably okay for this trip if I just looked at the beach and went on. And that's what I had to be content with. So Yeah, y'all gonna make me go down to the freezer and get some pinto beans out. You're gonna make me cook beans if I don't have any in the freezer, and I don't remember seeing any, so I guess I've used them all. That's okay. I'll share some with my neighbor. She loves it when I cook pinto beans
Yeah.
because her grandson lives with her because she's getting old and she's got some memory issues, and he doesn't like beans at all, so she don't cook them like she used to. But we're forever sharing stuff. We pass a bowl back and forth between us. It's so funny.
Oh goodness, girl.
You sound like you're getting tired.
I have been going since this morning, and I get tired, but I get my second wind. I I started. I want to say it was Monday. I started early, and after it for like 2 or 3 hours.
Oh my goodness.
I went on like 12:30 and didn't stop till like 3.
Whoa.
I went live. I had a long live because it wasn't scheduled till 2, and I got bored.
Okay, I have not seen that one yet.
It had
I've
to have been
watched some of
Monday.
them. I've gotten some of them, but I got behind when I started getting back to getting my chores done and all that. I
Mm,
definitely I definitely lost, feel like I
lost
lost
track.
time, keeping up with people. I feel like I didn't keep up with people as well as I did otherwise, but I'm definitely in a much better place at this point.
Uh, uh, well, you've done some good pulls today, girl.
Yeah, I'm pleased with what I got done, and I've got to really pump up my prints because I've got that challenge coming up in March with Carrie the Crafter, and that's going to need a lot of gel prints. Julie,
Yeah.
are you gonna participate in that? I know a lot of people are.
I just really don't know if I want to or not because it was
I,
so
I know.
last year's 31, one a
It,
day for
it
31 days. It was too
I think
much.
it's a lot. I think it is a lot, but I think trying to kind of say, okay, it can be social media or whatever. I think that's kind of a little bit better, to me. Um, we'll see how it goes. I've got a new computer being delivered today,
Yeah, that'll be
and
fun.
it's going to definitely be helpful because Bill, he'd been asking how my computer was doing. I said it's starting to act sick. It's getting slow, and it's gotten to the point where we can't do the updates for um, Microsoft. Come October,
Yeah,
the one that I'm using will no longer be able to be updated. So
that's
that
not
kind
good.
of poses a security thing. So we decided that he got one for him, and
Yeah,
he's been working on getting that done. Well, he said, I think we ought to go ahead and get yours too instead of waiting because right now they've got, a really good price on the refurbished ones. And we've been buying them like that for years and it's
yeah,
going really well. So that's what we're going
that's
to do.
good.
But I'm going to clean my plate off. Yes, I'm going to complete it.
I was going to sit here and watch you do that.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to
You
sit
can
here and
sit and
watch you clean
watch.
your plate because I have a feeling that it hadn't done in a while, and I want to watch you do it.
You want to make sure I know how.
Oh, I'm
Uh,
sure you know how.
yeah, I'll sit here and play with it until it's clean, clean. But yeah, I'll get it
What
cleaned.
to do with it. There. Well, I have enough cleaning envelopes to do Monday, so that'll make me happy.
Well, good.
Because
They
basically
come in
Monday,
really
all I'm going to
handy.
be,
I mean, you can do so much with them.
yeah, paint on that. Let it down to it.
campaign. I love them myself. It is white off
Got
there.
an Acer Aspire Goal 15, Go 15. Cindy got her a new computer.
Yay. We're getting a Dell, a refurbished Dell, and it's going to be about the size of what I've got so that I won't have to reorganize because I've got a
Yeah,
platform it sits on and it seems to be working pretty good. But it's going to
yeah,
be so much faster than the old one because this one's
yeah.
probably, Bill thinks it's about 10, it might be 10 years old. So, and he's done all the upgrades that he can do to it. But yeah,
Yeah, it's upgraded out, huh?
it's done what it can do.
Yeah.
Ooh, look at this one.
Let me see. Ooh, that's pretty, Lisa.
That turned out pretty good. I'll
Yeah.
take that one. Let me see if I can lift some more of this off. I don't like when it gets sticky.
Friend of mine the other
Yeah,
day was
the
putting
HPs were
watercolors on her
good.
mat, on her gel plate.
Who does?
It come off good.
All right. Cleaning product.
Cleaning products. Baby oil.
Yeah. I put it in this because it was the right size for my shelf.
Yeah,
And it squirts better than it did out of the
yeah.
original container. Getting schooled today. I'm going to the school of Mama Michelle here. Gonna make me clean my plate. Daggone it, I'm gonna make some beans before the weekend's up.
Cindy has not been live since Tuesday. You felt bad all week and still feel bad, but you have a jewelry jar, so you'll be doing that haul video. See y'all later. Bye, Miss Cindy.
Bye, Miss Cindy. I hope you feel better. There's a lot of
Really?
people that have got this crud. We call it the Carolina crud, but it's it's the influenza A that's going around, and people that are getting it are staying sick for weeks and weeks. And
Yeah,
I keep my fingers crossed. Our daughter, oldest daughter, is in Florida right now doing her clinicals for the semester, and
yeah,
luckily she's at a very nice facility. They generally go to some type of care facility like a nursing
yeah.
home or a
Something like
rehab or
that.
something
Yeah.
like that. Well, this time she got to go to the Ritz of the seniors.
Oh, that's cool.
She's at a real fancy place, and the people are very well cared for. And
That's always nice.
she has been to some pretty crappy ones in the past, so she
Mm,
was so grateful. She said, "Mama, they're not all coughing and hacking." She says, "I might actually come home not sick." But she
yeah,
don't get stuff like the other daughter does. I mean, she's not as
yeah,
susceptible, but she's exposed to it every day.
yeah.
All right. You see
Well, it
this?
looks good.
You see
Looks
it's clean.
good.
It's clean.
There you go. It looks good.
I will I will put some oil on it and let it sit, and then it'll be ready next time to go
To
right
get
away.
going.
Yeah.
Yep. Well, I will see you next time, Miss Lisa.
All right. Well, thank you so much for letting me come and play, and thank you everybody that come. We appreciate that you come and spent time with us, and we'll see you next time.
Bye, y'all. See y'all
Bye-bye.
Monday. Have a wonderful Valentine's Day. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Call phone 1336 8903